Hello students, so today we'll continue lesson 9 Microsoft Word 2010 part 2. So today we'll discuss about the page formatting. So in the previous section you have studied about the concepts of the character formatting and the paragraph formatting. Now we study the page formatting. So similar to the above mentioned formatting style, Microsoft Word also provides the facility of page formatting. So in the page formatting what we do, we include the setting of the page layout, that is the size of the page, orientation of the page, margins on the page, etc. So there are times when the default page setting does not meet your requirement. Sometimes we need some other page settings. Sometimes the size of the page is different, which he wants to take on the printout. So words allow you to make the changes on the default page settings as per your need. Now see the first page size. What are the different sizes of the page available? So select the page layout tab. Click the size button on the page setup group you'll find, and a drop down menu will appear and the current paper size is highlighted. So you can see the different types of the paper sizes here. First is the letter, here is a legal. So different paper size you can see. So the current paper size is highlighted one. So the current paper size is highlighted. Select any predefined page size from the menu. You'll observe that the paper size of the document changes accordingly. So if you want to custom the page size, click on the more paper size options. The page setup dialog box will appear. By default, the paper tab is selected. So you can select the required size from the displayed list under the paper size section, and you can click on the OK. So next, how we change the page orientation. So we can click on the orientation button in the page layout tab. It will display two options, portrait or landscape. So in which mode you are seeing the document, that is the portrait one. So I have opened this PDF in the portrait form. So we can change it into the landscape also. So change the page orientation by selecting the desired orientation option. So the default page size in Word is letter, that is 8.5 inch to 11 inch. 8.5 inch, that you will got the width, and 11 inch, that you will got the height. Portrait is the default page orientation in the Microsoft Word. Now margins, how we set the margins on the page. So page margins are the blank space around the edges of the page, and we can change this page margin two ways, using the ruler also and using the page setup dialog box also. So how we set the margins using the rulers? See, place the pointer on the indent marker here, present on the left hand horizontal ruler. Now the pointer changes into the double headed arrow as shown. Now drag it. Now drag the mouse pointer to the right to increase the margin, and to left to decrease the margin. If you drag it to the right, the margin will increase. If you drag it to the left, the margin will decrease. So after setting the margin, release the mouse button and you'll observe the changes in the left margin settings on your page. Similarly, you can change the right margin as the top and bottom margins using the vertical ruler. So now how we set the margins using the page setup dialog box. So you have to select the page layout tab, click the margins button in the page setup group. A drop down list options appears. The normal option is selected by default. Select the desired predefined margin from the drop down list. So if you want to set your own margin, select the custom margin option from the drop down list to specify your own margin settings. So the page setup dialog box will open. As you see in the figure 9.25, this dialog box will open. There is the margin tab, paper and layout. So let me show you in the Microsoft Word how we do the page formatting. Let me open any document file. Suppose this I have opened chapter 4 document. Okay. Now in this you can see this is the page layout tab. If I click on the page layout tab, see the ruler is not appearing here. So click on this ruler tab. See the view ruler. Now ruler will appear. Now this is the page margin. So by dragging this, so when I will click on this, see now now see the double headed arrow is appears. So while clicking the left mouse button key, and if I drag it to the right, the margin, see the margin will increase. Now margin increased. Now again if I drag to the left, first let click. Now when double headed arrow will appear, then now let press the left mouse button key. Now drag it to the left, so the margin will decrease like this way. So here also you find the margin. See margin button is present in the page. This is the page setup. So see on the page layout how many groups are there. Theme group, and here the page setup group, page background group to add the watermark, page color, page border. This is the paragraph group for the indent and for the spacing, and this is the arrange group. So if you want to use any other theme style, so from there you can use it. So many different themes are there. As you can see the letter theme, you can select different color, different font, also you can use it or select it. Now see on clicking on the margin, see this margin will show you many from the normal top 1 inch, left 1 inch, bottom narrow margin you can select. So the narrow margin, moderate one you can select, wide one also you can select. See it will change the different margins. Okay, so let me select the normal last custom setting. Now see this is the orientation button. This is the portrait one, this is the landscape 2 option. This view which I opened, that is the portrait one. When I will click on the landscape, see that is the landscape view. That is a different orientation. Now take the portrait one. Now this is size page setup. You can increase or decrease the size of the page. See that is the letter and A4 size. More paper size, click on the more, it will show you the more paper size. Now here see the page setup dialog box open. Now margin paper layout. Now paper is selected here. Different paper size is there. See the letter A4 and custom. So if you want to give your own size from here, width and height, you can change it. And this is a preview of the options. Now here you can set as your default setting, and you can click on OK. Here is the print options. See different types of the print options will provide you. So print background colors and images, print drawing created in the Word, print document properties, print hidden text also. So here also show this formatting marks on the screen. So type character spaces, or you can check it, it will show you. So after that we can close it. So this is the different columns. With the help of this you can create the many columns on the sheets. Like this one column, you can bring it in the two columns. The content will show you the two columns like this. It will appear, or you can take the three columns also. See it will appear in the three columns like that. The text will appear in the three columns. Now the left, see this one. Now the right means the right column will be the small. See the small. Similarly, more columns options is also there. You can select from here. Already 1, 2, 3, 4 number of columns you can increase or decrease from here if you want. With the spacing is there. So after apply to this section, click on OK. So I want the normal views in a single column. Again, I will go here in the one column. Now it will be the original work. Okay. Okay. So now this is all for the today, students. In the next class, we'll continue this lesson 9. So thank you for your kind attention.